The story of Tong and San. In a village next to a stream, there was a couple who were woodcutters and farmers. They had a son named San. In the past, they had enough money and weren't living in this poor condition, but then their farm did not yield well. And their son was a strange person. He was only 16 years old, but he could eat 150 to 180 pounds of rice per day, making his parents very poor and unable to afford food to eat.
What should we do? Our son San is young, but he eats so much. Also, we do not have our farm anymore. How are we going to feed ourselves? If we continue on like this, we will starve to death.
Yes, dear. I'm also depressed about this. I don't know how much we will have enough food because he eats so much.
I've got an idea. Why don't I kill him in the forest? What do you think?
Yes, do it.
Oh, San, you should come and cut wood with me in the forest, so that we can sell it in the market and get money to buy more food. Yes, father.
After thinking carefully, he took him to the forest. Arriving in the forest, the father saw a big tree and wanted to find a way to make sure the tree would collapse and fall on San so he would die.
Oh, stay here and hold this tree. When I cut it down, make sure it does not break so that we can sell it at a high price. Yes, father. I will hold it tight. I will not let it fall.
The father cut the tree down and it fell on San. It knocked him to the ground.
Oh, father, please help me. I'm trapped under this heavy tree. Please help me, father. Help. Yes, it's done now. Let me leave now.
The father was so excited as he thought that his son had died. He at once rushed home, but forgot his food pack. Because of karma, he got lost in the forest for 7 days and ended up starving to death. As for San, he was still stuck under the tree, but he realized he had to try to escape from beneath it. Finally, after an enormous effort, he managed to free himself.
Father, where are you? I've freed myself. Where are you, father? Father?
San got lost in the forest for 2.5 months, and he survived by picking fruit to eat. Meanwhile, his mum kept waiting for her husband to return, but things had not worked out as planned, so she became depressed and sick. Then she died. There was a king in a royal palace. His name was Prey Bat Promaton. He had a beautiful daughter, and his kingdom was very peaceful. His people were working as sellers and farmers, and they always enjoyed a very fruitful yield. Meanwhile, there was a king giant who ruled in the forest, and one day he decided to fly to visit the king and demanded that he give away his people as food for the giant. He demanded 1 person a day. If the king didn't meet his demand, he would eat the king and all of his people, including everyone in the palace.
King Giant, okay, if you agree to these terms, I will give you 1 human a day for you to eat. Now I'm hungry, wanting to eat humans so much, but it's okay, I agree to your terms, and in 7 days I shall be back. Agreed! 7 days later you can come. After that I've built an altar. I will put 1 human a day for you to eat. Deal. Then I shall return.
The giant returned. The king and all his servants were depressed. The king had ordered Thong to build an altar so he could send humans for the giant to eat in the next 7 days. After Thong built the altar, He commanded one prisoner to be killed a day and then put that corpse inside the altar.
Your Majesty, I have had all the bat prisoners killed, one each day for the giant to eat, but now we don't have any left, so now I have to kill the normal prisoners too.
Well, let's do as you decide. I don't know what to do. I'm so depressed.
Meanwhile, San had been travelling all over the forest for 3 months looking for a way out, until he finally came across the altar that was used to keep human corpses for the giant.
Well, I finally escaped the forest and arrived in a village. Let me use this place to rest a while. I'll continue my journey tomorrow.
Thong heard a weird noise, so he came out and found San. He wondered who he was and how he had dared come to the altar, which was supposed to be a sacred place. San was an enormously strong man, thanks to carrying his huge tree for so long. So Tong wanted to make friends with San and devised a plot to trick San.
Oh, brother, where are you going? Why are you here?
Oh, brother, I've been lost in the forest for so long, so I just kept on walking and well, now I'm here.
Oh, brother, looks like you're such a strong man that you're able to carry this huge tree.
Oh, it's not just with this tree. I've had this great strength since I was young.
Can I be your friend? I'm looking for someone strong like you to help me collect my money.
But I eat a lot. Every time I eat, I need 150 to 180 pounds of rice. I'm afraid this will be a burden to you.
No problem. You're my friend. I'll take care of you. I'll feed you well. Don't you worry.
The first day, San ate 3 giant bowls of rice, leaving Tong speechless. After Sana finished his rice, Tong decided to trick Sana to collect money from the giant.
I want you to help me collect money from one big man. He's owed it for a long time. He doesn't want to pay it back.
No problem, my friend. I'll help you collect your money. I've eaten a lot of your rice. I will truly help you in return.
Later in the afternoon, the giant came to find a human to eat and suddenly saw San.
Today my food will be tasty. This man is very chubby. He'll be very tasty. Hey, you, big man. You may be well built, but you owe people money. Why don't you pay it back? What? What are you talking about? I don't understand. But it's okay. I'll eat you anyway. So you won't pay back the money? And now you want to eat me? You foolish big man. You'll die. Ha! Ha! Take that! Die!
Because of San's strength, he successfully fought the giant until he killed the big man, and San returned home to tell Tong about what had happened. When Tong saw San, he thought San was a ghost, so he rushed to grab rice and salt to throw at San to send his soul back to hell.
Help me, ghost! Go, go! You should now be in the afterlife. I will throw rice at you.
It's me. I'm San, your friend.
What? You're still alive? I thought you were dead. How are you still alive?
He wanted to eat me, so I fought back and killed him in the process.
Tong was extremely excited as San had killed the giant, but because he was afraid that San would get all of the rewards, he attempted to trick San again.
Oh, no, it can't be. Why did you kill the big man? He is the king's general. This will be a big problem.
Oh, what should I do?
Oh, it's okay. I will ask the king to forgive you. So you must take the dead body and throw it far away into the forest. I will create an excuse and tell the king for you. Because you are my friend, I must help you.
Thank you so much, my friend. You are truly my good friend.
It's okay, my friend. You should run into the forest now and make sure no one sees you.
San ran into the forest and hid next to an eagle's nest with fear. But Tong took the good news about the giant's death to the king, and claimed that he had killed the giant. The king was truly pleased and decided to give Tong a promotion.
That's marvellous. Now our kingdom will truly be peaceful again. Ha 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 ha.
Yes, Your Majesty.
One day the princess visited the forest. Deep in the forest, a big eagle was flying over, and it then caught the princess. That scared all the king's servants very much, and they ran back to the palace.
Your Majesty, we have a big problem. There was a big eagle, and it has kidnapped your princess. What? Oh, my dear princess.
The king ordered Pavkong to look for a hero who could rescue his princess.
Everyone, please listen. The king is looking for a hero who can find and rescue his princess. If anyone can bring back his princess, the king will allow that man to marry his princess, and will give all his wealth and throne to him. Oh, how heroic! If anyone can find the princess, that would be wonderful.
Yes, that's great! Oh, marvellous!
Yeah, marvellous!
Oh,
yes.
That's really
Great
good!
idea.
Tong still had an evil plan in his mind, so he then asked for help from San yet again.
San, I have something for you to do. Now, the king is in trouble because...
Tong explained what had happened to San.
If you can help find the princess, I can talk to the king and ask for your forgiveness.
Is that true, my friend? I will find the princess because I have seen an eagle's nest in the forest.
San brought Tong to the eagle's nest. Tong then let out a rope for San to climb down into the nest. At the bottom of the nest he saw the princess and the eagle, and then he fought the eagle king.
Ha! Hee! Ha! You want to fight me? I shall kill you! Ha! Hee! Ha! Ha! Ya!
Thanks to San's incredible strength, he won the battle with the eagle and rescued the princess. At that moment, San and the princess fell deeply in love from first sight. San put the princess into the bucket so Tong could pull her up. Thank you so much.
Are you okay, Your Highness?
I am okay. Please help that man as well.
Yes, Your Highness, I shall.
After meeting the princess, Tong didn't drop the rope because he wanted San to die in the eagle nest.
Why is it taking Tong so long? Maybe he's busy.
San thought to himself. When seeing the princess, the king was over the moon with happiness. It made the princess and the king cry together.
My princess!
Father! Oh, Father!
My princess! Do you know how worried I was about you?
Father!
Tong, you have done an incredibly brave thing in rescuing the princess. I will promote you and let you marry my daughter.
Thank you so much, Your Majesty.
Meanwhile, San was stuck inside the nest with no food and water for many days.
Help me! Help me! Anybody there? Help me!
Help! I'm very tired. My princess, in a few days you will marry Tong. Do you realize that, my dear?
No, Father, I'm in love with a man already. He helped me when I was inside the nest.
What? Is that true, my princess? Who is he? Why didn't Tong tell me so? My servant, find the man who helped my princess. Yes, your majesty.
The servants went out to find the man upon the king's order.
Go, help him quickly. Yes, sir.
When they arrived at the nest, they saw San stuck inside and lying unconscious. The servants went to help him until he regained his consciousness. San then went to meet the king, and he also met Tong.
Your Majesty. My friend, why did you leave me behind? I was trying to help the princess from the eagle. You should not have done that.
That is true, Father. San fought the eagle and rescued me, while Tong only helped pull me up.
You fool! Why did you lie to me? You must face punishment.
Oh, Your Majesty, please forgive me. At least I killed the giant.
Don't believe him, Your Majesty. I was the one who killed the giant, and then Tong lied to me, saying you would be incredibly angry that I killed the giant. He made me run away and hide, and he took all of my rewards. I didn't know this until your servants told me.
The king was terribly angry and ordered the servants to execute Tong.
Servants, take him outside and kill him.
Please, Your Majesty, forgive me. Please, forgive me.
After the king carried out the judgment, he held a big ceremony for San and let him marry the princess. San then became the new king, and the whole nation celebrated. The event lasts 7 days and 7 nights, and all his people lived happily ever after.